Welcome back to London Beautiful Life, and today we're at the Getaway premiere at Picturehouse Central in Soho. It's hard to ask questions without giving anything away, but what drew you to want to do this film and also write the film?
So I spent a lot of time on a small Swedish island, and I started to have the idea each time I went back, and I think with me, if I have an idea and I still am thinking about it a year later, 2 years later, 5 years later, and I have lots of notes in books and stuff, and if I'm adding constantly to these notebooks, then I think maybe it's a good idea. Maybe if I could, can I get 2 hours out of this, and I did, it wouldn't really go away as an idea.
What was the funniest moment on set for you?
The funniest, but then I'm spoiling a bit. Let's say there was an actor who lost like his arm or partly on the set, and we were shooting this, but in between you're just having this very normal conversations about, I don't know, the coffee. And it just made me, it was a night shoot. I mean, we were already just getting into it. It was already so much fun, the things that we had to shoot. And this thing, I just couldn't look this particular actor in the eyes, and I couldn't stop laughing. And just every time, it was just almost annoying, but it was just, I think this was like the moment I almost pissed myself, so yeah.
And what's good about this film as well, you could actually extend it to a sequel or a prequel. Do we reckon we can see this?
Yeah, when do you guys have time to?
I want it tomorrow.
Yeah, all right. It takes some days, but I mean we can work on it. So yeah.
I absolutely love this film. It's going to be hard to ask you questions without giving anything away. But what drew you to this story and this script?
I mean, when you have a script that Nick Frost has written that he's going to be in, which is in the genre that he does so well, and you get to play his son, and there's twists and turns, and you get to do stuff that I've never done before. It kind of felt like if you just watched Hot Fuzz and then you went to sleep, you'd dream that you'd get to do this. So it was like, it wasn't really a consideration. It was just like, if Nick will have me, I really want to be a part of this. And I was just really excited.
It was, to be fair, it was hilarious and it was slightly creepy, which I thought was a really good combination when I was watching it. What was it like on set when you were there? Like, was it more like laughs, or did you get those creepy moments on set?
There were definitely a few creepy moments. There were a few houses that we filmed in. I don't think we used really any sets. It was mainly like real locations. And there were some creepy places that we went to. But I think on the whole, it was kind of, it just felt like it was such a small crew and such a small budget that like we really felt like we were just in the trenches all together. And there was so much to do every day, but the overwhelming feeling was just like we're in this together and we're making this thing, and there was a real sense of camaraderie.
What drew you to this script, like wanting to be a part?
Knowing that Nick wrote it, originally I was like, well, already like I know his work, I've seen his films, I've loved them, so I was like, this is going to be, whatever it is going to be amazing. And then obviously reading it, I was like, the dark comedy and the dry humour is like what makes me laugh. So I think combining that with horror, which I love, I was like, this is like, you don't get better than that. So yeah.
To be fair, it was a really good combination of really funny and also quite creepy as well. But when you were on set, did you get, what was it, more funny? Was there any creepy scenes in it? Well, bit sets, like...
I think it was always very funny, like, and even if it was creepy, it was kind of funny, like, that it was creepy. Like, I got to a lot of scenes with Edo, who's an amazing actor, and he plays Mats Larsson, and he can be quite creepy, but I was loving it. I was like, the creepier, the better. Like, this is so much fun.
It also looked freezing out in Sweden. Was it freezing?
Do you know what? Like, it varied. Like, we had one day where it was, like, really sunny, and then one day where it was, like, pissing it down with rain. So I was like, you never quite knew what to expect. You were in like Rain Max, and then you were like putting umbrellas up just because I burned. So I was like trying to not make myself burn. So yeah, it was varied.